What's matter here? Welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 8 of season 2 of Black Lagoon. Last episode, Rock, Revy, and Balalaika are in Japan, so Rock is back in Japan. It's been about a year since he was first kidnapped by Black Lagoon, so it must be weird for him to kind of just go back to his regular life in a way, but not really. He is serving as Balalaika's translator as she is working with a Yakuza group. Also, I think I said Yakuza like multiple times. I'm pretty sure it's Yakuza, not Yakuza, so my apologies on that. So he is her translator, and she is helping the one group taking out their rival group. But of course, Balalaika, she goes about things a little less subtle than is probably, you know, the Yakuza group's usual MO. Literally going in guns blazing, taking out, or was it guns? I think she blew it up. I think she blew up their headquarters or something. So they don't seem too happy about that. She is definitely throwing her weight around, and she's showing that like she means business, but they don't seem to quite agree with her methods. And then we also met a young girl and like her bodyguard, I guess, her guardian, at a random like festival, and Rock and her got talking. I believe she's the daughter of the old patriarch of the Yakuza group, but I think it's the one that Balalaika is working for. So there's just a whole lot going on. Her bodyguard he used to work for the group, but he left. He didn't agree with what, you know, where the Yakuza, like the family was, like the direction that they were moving in with, I believe they said like trafficking and drugs and stuff like that. And he just wants to live a life as a vendor, a peaceful life, but he was once feared. So I'm sure he's going to be brought back in some way. There's the whole thing with the daughter, with this guy, with this Yakuza group that Balalaika is working with. It feels like it's kind of a powder keg about to explode. And then in the middle of all this, we also had like some really sweet interactions actually with Revy and Rock, where Revy was saying to Rock, like, hey, are you going to go visit your family while you're here? And he said, oh, it's kind of a complicated situation. And Revy's like, is it really all that complicated? Your parents are alive. You should go visit them because you never know. They might end up dead. You might end up dead. So you should probably, you know, go see them. So he went back to his old neighborhood, didn't end up seeing them. So I don't know, maybe he did, maybe he pussed out. Maybe they were home. He said they weren't home. Maybe he was going to go visit them and he changed his mind. Maybe he did go see them. I'm not sure. It was kind of like left up in the air. But yeah, we are leaving off, I believe the preview for this episode was called The Successor or something like that. And they talked about the successor of this group. And I'm assuming it's going to be the daughter that's... So maybe she's going to end up taking over the family, and that guy, the bodyguard, is going to get kind of like roped back into it. Or maybe something's going to happen to her because like there's this fight between the two groups. Maybe the other Yakuza group is going to be pissed off about their guys being killed, so maybe they're going to like kidnap her or something, and then they're going to have to end up rescuing her. I don't know. So I'm excited though. I do like this, like we're taking place in Japan in a winter. It's so different from all of the other Black Lagoon episodes so far. And I really like this kind of, even Rock seems to not be approving, or he's not too happy with the way Balalaika is going about things. I wonder if he's going to speak up and she's going to be pissed off at him. It just feels like she's just coming in, guns, you know, ablaze, blowing stuff up, and something's going to happen to her, or something's going to happen to Rock, something's going to happen to this daughter. Lots of things could happen. I'm very excited to get into the next episode. Let's go ahead and watch it, and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. Okay, Succession, not Successor. I was close, though. Okay, this is definitely Balalaika's group. So I said before, guns blazing. I was right. I was just a little bit early on that. I believe that she blew up something in the last episode. Okay, well, might have to edit this for YouTube if I can. Oh boy. Oh, an abduction. Okay, so Kosa is the name of the other group. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe the girl is in the other clan? Oh, maybe they'll kidnap the daughter. I can't remember if the daughter is from this family or the family that they're fighting. Hella like is like, I don't do it like that. I go all in. I'm guessing Bella Lake is, gets a cut of whatever might end up happening. Like, I love how she's sort of working for them, but she's also like, I'm deciding how things are gonna go down. Okay, so her name's Yukio. I must remember these things. She definitely doesn't seem like a Yakuza, uh, daughter. She keeps talking about escaping, so maybe she doesn't want to be. Maybe she doesn't want to be the successor. And probably also her life is probably like pretty dark as it is. Maybe that's the other thing. Maybe the bodyguard or whatever, the vendor, her wants to kind of keep her away from this stuff. I don't want to say she's soft, but she seems, I don't know. She doesn't seem cut out for it. So maybe he wants to like keep her away from that, especially the way that he said last time that the family was going about like they're doing all of these activities that he doesn't agree with. Oh, this guy's got to get his ass kicked, and I am waiting for it. I'm excited. I wonder if he's gonna like corner her or something. She's gonna beat the shit out of him. He's like, those are rookie numbers. I love her. Oh, she's like, don't. I'm the only one who gets to hit him. I'm surprised she didn't attack him immediately. She's like, she doesn't have her guns. Oh, maybe she actually is just like, all right, I'll listen to Rock. I won't make a big scene of things. Or you must feel so naked without her guns, just the way that she was like instinctively went to grab for them and doesn't have them. It's weird to actually have Revy show some restraint. I love the idea that she just wants the gun just for that one guy. Also, I don't know how old this girl is. Like, she's in school. She could be high school, it could be university. I'm guessing based on the uniform, she's probably high schooler. Oh, I wonder if maybe that's, yeah, why he's feeling hesitant is maybe he's thinking if he goes back home, he'll be like, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should go back to Japan. Genji. Okay, that's his name. So Genji Yukio. Oh, he just realized who she is. Okay, so that's who they're working for. Because the other group, it was, oh gosh, I've already forgotten. It starts with a K, Caso or something. So she is, so she is the family that Rock is working with. And knowing especially how he's against violence, to learn that that's the family has hired this Russian woman to take out their competition. Except they didn't want the competition to be taken out; they just wanted to negotiate. Okay, so she's the only one that they'll accept. I thought it was the other way around. I was thinking maybe they wouldn't accept her. I don't know, because of sexism. So is she basically going to be forced to like take her father's place? I'm sure she doesn't want to be. Kosa, yeah, okay. Make it double. Oh, here we go. He's going to stand up a little bit. He's going to speak up. So unfortunately, he is getting personal with it. So Bella is like, if they don't play along with it, then they're going to become our enemy too. Poor Yukio is like, she can't really tell anybody about what's going on with her. Oh, Seems like he's just basically walking into what he knows is going to be, like, he's gonna die. Yep. It's a little hard to keep up with this. Maybe I'm just dumb, but I'm just like, I feel like when they did the Roanna stuff, it was relatively straightforward, and that's just like, you've got all these families, and all of these. Oh, geez, what were you thinking, dude? Oh, god damn. Maybe Rock is just gonna be like, maybe I should go home? Oh, so she's like, I have to take up the mantle. I have to follow my father's footsteps. And I bet Genji wanted to keep her from this. Yep. Aw. I guess she's letting the darkness take over. She said that she wanted to avoid the night, the dark. She didn't like it, and now she's accepting it. All right, okay. So yeah, I'm just okay. So I'm still a little confused. I guess so. Like the Washimine. Oh God, already I feel like I'm mispronouncing. So that family, they hired Bella and her group just to basically maybe rough people around a little bit, maybe push their weight around and for a negotiation. They didn't want this war, and now Bella is being her, and now it's turning into a war. So the whole thing about the dice thing is like by her coming in and changing things, now she's basically changed the fate of this daughter of Yukio. Whereas before she just wanted to live a normal life as a high schooler, and now she has to, or she feels like she has to take over her father's legacy in order to save the family, I guess. But and it's just oh, Genji's such a cool character. I like him. He's like a man of few words, but what little I've seen of him, I like him. Like he's so loyal, but at the same time, he just wanted to give her a normal life, and I think that's probably also why like he ended up becoming a vendor. Is like he wanted to get away from it, not just for himself, but also for her sake as well. I like the fact too that like the family actually will only accept her. I thought it was the opposite. Maybe they wouldn't respect her because she's a young girl. All right, let's see. Two Father's Little Soldier Girls. Oh, interesting. Two Father's Little Soldier Girls. The fact that they had the picture of her makes me think that maybe either they're going to kidnap her or like assassinate. I feel like they wouldn't kill her, right? Like they they want to probably use her as like a bargaining chip of some kind. But also knowing Bella Lyka and her penchants for violence, who freaking knows how that's gonna go? But that was a little confusing at times, just trying to keep up the relationships with everybody and like uh, and how everybody is feeling about things. But I mean, I think I got the gist of it. Just Bella Lyka is just going a little bit too far, and nobody agrees with it. Rock is starting to see, especially that moment where she stabbed, what was his name, like Bon or something, like when she just killed him in front of Rock. It's not the first time we've seen her kill people. Actually, I'm trying to think if that's the first time we've seen her like actually kill someone herself. Probably not. She's had lots of people killed, but I don't know if I don't remember seeing her like actually kill someone with her own hands, but I could be mistaken on that. Probably Rock's first time seeing it, and I think he just realized that shit has gotten very real and he's might be in over his head a little bit. So I'm wondering, because like there's not that many episodes left. I think there's maybe four episodes left, because it's episode 8. I think it's 12 episodes. So it'll be curious to see like if he's going to end up changing his mind. Maybe he's going to realize that this life is not for him. Maybe boring life in Japan isn't such a bad thing after all. Or maybe he's going to stick with them. I guess that is the decision he's going to have to make. I feel like it is kind of pushing that for him, is like he's seen a lot of bad shit, but I think the fact it feels more personal now. Maybe because it's on his home turf. Maybe because he let things get personal by meeting Yukio. Who knows? But yeah, I think maybe he's starting to have some second thoughts about everything, and especially that conversation with Yukio, right? She talked about the whole thing about like fate can only do so much. Your choices are what matter in the end. So I think this is kind of like leading up to him making a big choice about his life and what he wants to do for the rest of his life. Should be interesting. I don't know. We'll see about all that. And they talked about how like it's leading up to a war. I don't know. Usually when they have these stories like this, it's like a 3-part one. I don't know. I feel like there's so much that still needs to happen here. I feel like this is not going to be wrapped up in 3 episodes. I feel like we're going to get more than that. I'm down for that. I want to see more of this Genji guy. He's so cool. I like Yukio too. Like she's kind of like that wise beyond her years, and she's a very conflicted character, but she's like a stoic, cool character, but like in a very subtle way. But at the same time, like she's kind of like quiet badass. Like she's not afraid to do what needs to be done to protect her family name. I think that's really cool. So I guess with the death of what's his name, Bon. So like he was killed, and I guess that was the breaking point for Yukio. She's like, well, I guess I have to take over now. But yes, it seems like Bella Lyka, she was working with them initially, and then they just don't agree with how she's planning things. I'm assuming she's getting paid by them, but I wonder if like she wants a cut of like their profits with everything as well. And I don't know if she just doesn't like the fact that they don't like what she's doing. I don't know if it's she thinks she can get more money out of them by basically taking out the other family. But she's going against the people who hired her, and she's like, I'm going to do things the way I want to. And I guess that was it. Like this Bond guy probably is like, she's out of control. I need to take her out, or else she's going to start this war that we don't want. But now that he's dead, now Yukio's going to take over, and that's the thing, is like, how is she going to try and negotiate with Bella Lyka? Is Bella Lyka, now that she is the leader, because I'm assuming that like Yukio is going to have to talk to Bella Lyka about this, because now that she is in charge of the family. But yeah, like how is that going to go? Are they going to have a face-to-face conversation? There was the picture of Yukio. Now there's the picture of Yukio in the preview for the next episode. It could be Bella Laika might want to do something with her, but maybe it's the other group because it's this war, right? Like they've started this war. They probably see. I'm gonna look up the name of this damn family. I'm so sorry that I've forgotten it. The Washimine group. So now that she is like the leader of them and the Kosa family, they're probably like, well, they started this, so we're gonna finish it. And now that Yukio is the leader, maybe they're gonna try and assassinate her or try and kidnap her. So either way, she's in danger. From what we can see of the episode, she's in danger. Genji is probably, you know, he said himself he's gonna protect her with his life. So he is going to go and protect her, rescue her. I feel like something's gonna happen to Yukio. And then there's also Revi saying that she wants her guns. So obviously Revi's going to get her guns back and she's going to help out. She's going to kill that guy. I would bet my life on it that she's going to kill that blonde douchebag who beat the shit out of Rock. I'm just surprised that she didn't do anything to him in that moment. But it is all leading up to like this all-out war seems to be happening, and I'm excited to see Genji. Like they've hyped him up as like this amazing swordsman, so we're gonna probably get to see him be badass and see Revi with her guns again. We'll see. And there's that overarching thing about like your choices, about making choices in life. Maybe that's it. It's leading up to like, will Rock decide to stay with the Black Lagoon crew, or is he going to just give up and maybe make amends with his family and try and live a normal life again? We will have to see. I'm super excited. I imagine the next episode is going to be super action-packed. So hopefully you guys are excited for it too. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned next week for episode 9. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top-tier patrons: Salieri, Revealing Storm, Chris Wagstaff, Lynn's VA, Kenju Storm, and iCognito.